Hey, welcome to the Geek Retreat Podcast, the number one podcast for casual geeks. This is episode 27.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
All right, episode 27. Like I said, this is the Geek Retreat Podcast. I am your host. I'm Steven, and I'm joined by Mick.
What's happening?
And Jason.
I'm the king of the world.
Titanic.
Am I supposed to put my arms around you?
No.
Jack,
No.
don't leave me, Jack. Pay me like one of your French girls.
Promise me, Rose.
All right, there was enough room on the door, right? Can we all get behind that?
There's enough room, but
Okay.
not enough to
It's a
support the
buoyancy
weight.
thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They would have
Jack-
sink. They would have
Jack-
sinking.
Was an unnecessary death.
Yeah. She was
No, man.
stingy.
That's the only way that love could have ended, man.
She's
No,
evil.
that
She's,
could-
Tragic.
you know she was pushing that dude's face in him.
She's like,
I can't let my boyfriend at home don't know about this.
Yeah.
There's not enough room. I'm sorry. I know it's cold. I know it's cold.
oh man, yeah, that was a good movie, but that's a sucky way for it to end. That love could have gone on forever. Their hearts will go on.
Right.
Oh, that's a beautiful song.
That is. You should sing it for us sometime. No, don't sing. Don't sing it for us. Anyways, yeah. So we are the Geek.
Okay. Don't say.
We are three coworkers. We're just average geeks, hell bent on showing the world that anyone can be a geek,
Hell,
all
man.
of
right.
all shapes and sizes.
We're casual.
No matter what you do, casual geeks. Yeah. Yeah. So, guys, I feel like it's been a month since we recorded
Why do you feel that?
because we missed last week's like scheduled recording and we pre-recorded because I was out of town. And so it's been like 2 weeks since we recorded. And a lot's happened. We have a lot to talk about tonight.
We got a Schmidt term stepped up.
A what? A what kind of stuff? All right.
A Schmidt.
All right. I don't know.
Schmidt.
I've never heard that
Schmidt.
expression before. But yeah, we have lots of gaming news,
Schmitty.
lots of
Schmitty.
TV news. Is it TV? Is Netflix TV now?
TV.
Can we call it Netflix TV?
I think we call it TV.
Yeah.
Technically, it's TV.
And
Yeah.
TV news. We've got some DC stuff going on. It's a whole bunch. So we're going to have a talk. Hope you can stick with us for a while. I do want to say that this episode of the Geek Retreat Podcast is sponsored by Audible.com. We'll explain more of that later on in the episode.
I'm listening to a book right now
Are you?
Uh-oh.
as we're doing a podcast. Yeah,
Whoa,
man.
no, you're not. Listen. I believe that you're talented in a lot of ways, but we're men and we don't multitask very well. So,
Right.
well, hey, so
Even
let's.
when we
wait.
do this podcast, I forget that I'm doing the podcast staring at myself.
We got to remember. We got to remind you all the time.
Staring at
like,
myself.
we got to
What?
remind you all the time.
What are you talking about? I don't remember. Say that again.
Well, hey, let's open this up with some Halo news. I feel like this is
I
kind of
thought you were getting ready to say with some hate. I was like, whoa.
Let's open
Okay,
this
Halo.
up with some love. Some
All right.
love for
There you
Halo. Halo Infinite has been postponed.
Postponed.
Sucks.
Yeah. Add it to the list, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw
There
that
you go.
coming. But hey,
Saw it coming.
so I mean,
Ugh.
what hasn't been pushed
Yeah,
back or
it's like-
canceled?
yeah, like I wasn't even honestly when I saw the tweet that was put out, it was like all fancy, and I was like, I feel like I don't even need to read this because I know exactly what's
right,
happening.
right.
It's not surprising anymore.
But I was gonna say, just goes to show you guys that what I was saying is true. They were and still are being impacted by the pandemic. See that?
I believe-
See that?
Yeah. Do you feel like it? Do you feel like it was? What? Go ahead, Mick. Go ahead. You really want to say
Hopefully,
something?
hopefully they have enough time. Hopefully that gives us enough time to fucking fix their graphics. Sorry for my French, part of my French, however you say it. But yeah, hopefully that gives them enough time to get their stuff together, man.
Yeah, I
graphics.
feel like it's directly. I was gonna say, do you feel like it's directly correlated? But I think that's everybody's thought is that it's the reason they look so bad is because it was rushed, and they're like, hey, you know what? We have this
Oh.
excuse in the back
Let's
of our
use it,
pockets.
man.
Let's go ahead and just use it. This is our get out of
Why
jail
not?
free card.
Yeah.
Let's just push it back. And it makes sense. It's a good move. It's a
Yeah,
good.
do it. You got the excuse. Use it, bro.
Heck
I just-
yeah, blessing in disguise, huh?
Put some
Yeah.
details on that gun, please.
Yeah. Make it look scuffed up. Make it look nicer.
Yeah.
Make sure-
Light and contrast, man. That
Fix your-
goes a long way, man.
Not like we're playing Roblox.
Or Roblox. Or a RuneScape. You like RuneScape?
Minecraft. I like Minecraft. I like
Yeah.
RuneScape. RuneScape is dope.
RuneScape just
RuneScape, no.
it just
no.
looks ugly.
No, it doesn't look ugly.
All right. I've
Not
never
no
played
more.
it. All right.
Because if you play, because old school RuneScape looked
Yeah.
ugly. The new RuneScape is pretty good, and you could go up to like ultra settings, and it's heck of detailed.
Yeah.
It looks really good. I play it.
Good.
Still. Yo,
I'm glad. I probably still won't
Good.
play it because I don't understand it.
I know you suck.
Yeah, I do. But so I was thinking about like Halo. Do you like? I feel like this is going to impact sales for Xbox right out of the gate at launch. I feel like because they were going to release it as the first party exclusive for launch, be ready and everything, and now we already know. We talked last week about the news for the Avengers game. So really, the only other like AAA title that's coming out at launch is Cyberpunk 2077, and so people are on board with getting their Xbox to play Cyberpunk, but
I don't know how.
you know what I mean?
I think people are still gonna jump on. Halo fans will still jump on the Xbox right away to be ready for when Halo comes out.
I think so too. Because
Maybe.
I bought Xbox. No, I bought the Xbox One just for Gears of War. Was it 3 came out on or 4? One of the two. I bought it before it came out, and that was just to get ready for that new game to drop.
Yeah,
I can understand it. I just feel like I know for a fact that I'll be probably getting my PlayStation before I get my Xbox. Just with the way everything's going,
for sure.
We're gonna have Spider-Man game at drop. We're gonna have the Avengers game at drop. We're gonna have.
Are you guys getting launch titles? I mean, launch consoles?
I don't know. There's always that fear of like the first gen stuff going bad.
I don't like it. Yeah,
I usually wait like 6 months after.
Yeah,
6
I'll wait.
months, a year.
Yeah, that's a good amount of time.
Yeah, I want to see how. I used to be because I bought the Xbox 360 when they had the Red Ring of Death issue. And I bought that for launch, and I got the Red Ring of Death on my 360. And so as I've matured in life, I've been waiting to watch like how games do and how reviews are on stuff.
Yeah.
And I think I'll sit in that same bandwagon for the consoles.
With any technology, you have to wait for that. That S model to come out for the iPhone or whatever. You got to wait till they come out with the second model of that version. Just because there's always going to be glitches, there's always going to be quirks that they haven't worked out because it hasn't been tested on a mass production.
Well, and then and then they get them, and then first week or two of launch, there's all kinds of issues going on. There's servers aren't up to date where they need to be, and bugs going on. So I think it's good to wait a little bit.
Right.
We'll let everybody else spend their hard-earned money on those and just see how they do, and go. I'll make my decision from there.
Right.
So yeah, no, I mean it's like getting back to the Infinite being delayed. It's to be expected, at this point. You're just kind of. I hope they can. I just want to see them actually pull it off now, and put out a really good game. They have the time now. You've used your excuse. You've given yourself a buffer. Now go.
I mean,
go
do they
ham
really
and make
have
it
the
look really
time
good.
though? I mean, just because we foresee it as time. I mean, if they're socially distancing and they got the studios closed down and they're having to work with minimal crews and stuff, it's still not the amount of time we think that they have. They're still waiting for it. They can all hands on deck, get this
Yeah.
thing going, you know. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how
This
long
whole
it takes.
this whole season of gaming is going to be really interesting, just to see how people can rebound from from COVID.
You know, well, gaming actually seems like it will be the saving grace for entertainment, because that's the sole thing that you can do, not having to go out. You can be home and still enjoy something, and you know, play a whole crap ton of backlog games, you know, from something else. We have the older system still, and you know what I mean.
Yeah,
So I think that
yeah.
you might see a boost in sales this year for you know, for games in particular.
Well, we've already seen it. You know, like they had right when the pandemic hit, the Switches were all out of stock. Nobody could pick up a Switch anywhere, and like consoles were flying off shelves. And it was everybody's home now. You know.
Yeah.
I wish I could.
Grew.
I wish I could sit at home and do my work from a computer. That'd be amazing, dude.
Was there any new gameplay on Halo?
No, just like the trailer that we got, the 8-minute trailer.
I wonder if they're going to do a skill tree, because they're saying that Master Chief now has a grappling hook. Like he can get up to high places or hook on to people and pull them back towards him.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to try like a God of War-esque feel where it's not so linear and they kind of open it up a little bit.
Right, a little bit.
Maybe not go full RPG,
open world.
Open world, but definitely, you know, go explore a little bit. Go figure out where you want to go.
I love that game. Right. I love that style of gameplay.
Yeah.
Man. Hopefully they do that. I think that would be good for.
It'd be really good. It'd be something that is different. I think it would be enough of, you know, because like we all love Halo. You love it and you stick by it because of the story and the lore and everything. Right. But after a certain point, the gameplay becomes like repetitive.
Right.
And so to add that new aspect would be awesome. I think it would pull a lot of people in.
I mean, they have the capability with all the vehicles and all that stuff. Yep. You could travel quickly all over the place. I think it'd be easy for them to do something like that. Just open it up just a little bit.
Yeah, Reach is kind of like that. Reach feels like that because you can you get a destination and you got to kind of find it, and then once you find that area, it'll pop up on your map.
Right.
But I like the original Halo and Halo CE and stuff. It was just you go to the next one.
Yep.
So yeah, I think it'd be a good move for a lot of games, a lot of single player games to start going that way as kind of a more skill tree, open up a little bit. That'd be cool to see
a lot more hours to their games.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see like a Call of Duty do that. I mean,
right.
I bet people would pick up single player a lot more on Call of Duty.
No, they wouldn't.
Yeah,
people, I think,
I'm telling you,
flock to Call of Duty for the multiplayer.
I know, I agree that. Yeah,
I think there's a very. I mean, I don't want to say it the way I was getting ready to say it, but I think there's a good number of people who buy the game solely for that and don't even touch the single player. Don't even touch the campaign.
I fully agree with you, and I would just say though, is like they remastered Modern Warfare for this one, and the story is really great now. I'm just saying to add, you get games that are repetitive long into their seasons, like Call of Duty and Gears and all that kind of stuff. You need to find a new dynamic to not have the same repetitive gameplay. And the same way with God of War, and we've talked about it multiple times, God of War was very point A to point B linear. You go up the hill, you fight dudes, bada.
Right.
When they did God of War 4, it opened the world up and you were like, oh dang, like this feels really familiar, but it's also extremely new and different. And it gets people like really wrapped up into it. And I believe that them opening up the gameplay like that, opening up the world like that, actually helped that game be better. The game was beautiful and it was like the story was amazing, but adding that level of gameplay helped it even more. And that's why it was so like critically acclaimed, I think, was because it was all around boost, not just like it. I feel like if it was like, oh yeah, it's still God of War, but no, it's like it's new. It feels different than the old God of War. And if more games take that approach, then I think that would be better.
See, I don't know. I haven't played that God of War yet.
Well, you got to get on it. What's wrong with you?
I know. But maybe Mick, you can chime in too. But see if you agree with Steven on that. Because sometimes, like, when you change an aspect of a game and it's like, this is what you're accustomed to, it's what you're used to, and then you change something and you make it.
It could be awesome, though. I mean, it could be really good. Because God of War was very linear, it was very button mashy, and they totally switched it up for this new God of War, where they turn it into a linear game into an open world slash not a button smasher, but like more strategy,
Yeah.
pressing the buttons and stuff. You got to be a little bit more skilled.
Okay.
But it's still
it was
but
excellent.
But my point is that it still felt. It didn't feel like not God of War. It felt
Yeah.
like
Okay. So
it
that's
didn't take away from the game. I felt like it enhanced the game. It didn't feel like it was just like, oh, here we go. I'm gonna button mash, and all that stuff. It was like, hey, I don't want to do the story right now. I can go do these whatever. I can go fight the Valkyries right now, or I can go.
It was super immersive.
Yeah,
it made God of War it made it super immersive.
Yeah, it wasn't just do this puzzle, do that puzzle, and then go fight. It was
I think you could do it, Jason. You just have to do it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can do it the wrong way, or you can do it
bad.
the right way.
Yeah, do it the wrong way and it'll backfire.
They did it in the most perfect way you could ever done that. I played the whole God of War thing, and I wasn't too excited for the new God of War because I wasn't exactly. I didn't know how it was going to be, because they're changing up what it was.
Norse gods.
And as soon as I saw like actual gameplay, it really triggered. And then when I started playing, it was even way better than just watching gameplay of the game. Oh.
And when I remember, like, because Mick got it before I did, and I was like, how is that? And he was like, dude, you got to play it. And I was skeptical of the story and how are they going to go from Greek mythology to Norse mythology and all that. And he was like, just pick it up, like, just get it, just borrow it from me and just play the crap out of it. And I played it, and I was just like, I didn't even care about the old God of War. They kind of tied it in a little bit when he pulls his graves out or whatever those are. It was awesome. It was awesome. I didn't feel pulled away from it. I didn't feel like it was like, nah, it was good.
Okay.
Anyway, so let's move on then. Up from doing things right with God of War to doing things wrong. Let's move on to some Netflix news, and specifically some Avatar news. So this past week, what day was this posted on? It was on Wednesday. A Reddit post was put out from the directors of Avatar, the creators of Avatar, Mike and Brian, also known as Bryke, came out that they are leaving the live adaptation of Netflix's production of Avatar: The Last Airbender. They are walking away from it. That's big news.
You know what that means?
Well, okay, let's hear it.
So that means, because those are the creators, right?
Yeah, they created, yeah.
So that means they were trying to do something with that storyline or with those characters that were not in line with where the creators wanted it to go.
So Netflix was trying to do something that was against
Right. That's what I read out of it. And
I got the same way. They put out 2 very long letters to the fans, and I'm not going to read the whole letters. But it was very apparent that there was some clashing forces between Netflix, Big Brother, and the visionary direction of the creators.
Yeah, Netflix tried to shut all that down, all that conversation down. They're like, oh, we're going to delete all this stuff just so it doesn't, block all the other things that people want to post about Netflix. Because
the question lies, how far along were they in this process now? Does Netflix still have rights to make the movie without them?
Netflix is going to continue with the production of it.
They got rights.
They have. I think it was announced in 2018 when it happened.
Okay, so
let me fact check that, but I believe they're 2 years in. But yeah, I think
because sometimes things can be contingent, because if you're working that closely with the creators, sometimes it's like they run the show, right? So like kind of like the Game of Thrones and George R.R. Martin for a while. He was like, hey, this is how it's supposed to go. And then eventually he was like, okay, look, you guys are ahead of me. You guys can consult with me, but then do kind of what you feel you need to do. But for the most part, they went to him and was like, all right, is this in line with where we're supposed to go? And he pretty much ran the show there, So it's kind of seems like with them gone, can they just be like, no, we're pulling the plug completely on this?
No.
Yeah, no. Okay, so they're definitely not. This is from Desert News. I don't know if this is a credible source, but this says what's going on. So Netflix announced the live action remake in 2018, and they brought on the creators of the original animated series, Michael DiMartino and Brian, I can't say this last name, Konietzko. And then on Wednesday, they both announced that they were leaving the series due to creative differences with Netflix. And then Avatar fans have been calling for a boycott of the series. So they're going to go on. Netflix is going to go on with the series. And they even in the letters, even in the letters, they said like, we wish this series well, and we hope that you guys will get behind what they're doing. But there was a lot of like criticize against to Netflix from the fans of like, I guess, presumptions. We had some people comment on our page. We brought up on our Facebook page, like, hey, what do you guys think about this? And we kind of wanted you as the audience to sound off. And a lot of people felt like Netflix has had this weird stigma where they've begun to like ramp up the intensity of shows and like take the innocence out of shows, I think is what I'm trying to say. And like either like over sexualize them or those were a lot of the speculations, is that they were going to like age up all the main characters, that they were going to like try to overly sexualize the characters and all that kind of stuff. But Netflix that's why Netflix kind of came back and shut down the comments or the post and said like, this is not what we're trying to do. We just so I'm thinking maybe different storyline issues or lore issues. I don't know. It's hard to say, but it'll be interesting to see what happens with it. I don't want to see it turn into another M. Night Shyamalan fiasco where they just totally like ruin it.
I don't want them to ruin it again.
Yeah, what is going to happen if they ruin it again? That'd be crazy.
It's not hard not to ruin this movie.
It is when you got a bunch of people who have an opinion. You know what I mean? And so it seems like there's a lot of people in charge, and they're like, "Oh, we should do this. We should do this, and let's do this." And so we got a bunch of chefs in the kitchen trying to cook up one recipe of chili beans.
Chili beans? Did you say grits?
I was gonna say grits at first, yeah. But yeah, I think that's what's happening, man. Too many people have.
Yeah, too many creative directors.
Yeah, and so their creative differences are clashing, and so it just kind of makes me worried now, because if it was bad enough for the creators to walk away, now they're not there to stand by their creation. So now they kind of are free to run amok, so it's kind of free for all now. They can do whatever they want. Hopefully. And it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary to think about it, because they got free reign. So what are they going to do with it?
Hopefully they do this and it flops so hard, and then they do something like the Snyder Cut and they hire him back to do this shit over.
Yeah, it'd be hard though, because I don't think with the Snyder Cut, there was different things. It was a different circumstances that allowed the Snyder Cut to happen. I would say Schneider.
Rob Schneider.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see Rob Schneider's version of the Justice League. It'd be all of his characters from all of his Adam Sandler movies. But I think, it was circumstances that he didn't have creative differences with them. I know he would have had to cut a lot out, probably. He couldn't have a 4-hour long movie, but he could have made it the movie he wanted it to be. But there were a lot of issues on with his family and stuff like that. And so just like circumstances, like they just kind of had to run with what they had and, make it what they could. This is like, no, they're already coming in saying like, no, you can't make this. I think they're saying, no, you can't make this the way you want it to be. And so I actually never I didn't grow up watching Avatar, and I wish I would have, because I started watching it again. I'm at the tail end of season 1, and it is it's just such a fun show. It's so innocent, and it's like, I find myself laughing to it, and I'm a 30-year-old man. And there's little moments where what's his name? Sokka.
Yeah.
He just like he does the funniest things, and like, you know, like Iroh, the uncle Iroh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He just like he makes me laugh all the time.
Uncle.
Yeah. He's like, let's play. I need some tea. Can I have some more tea?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like those are the things you want to see in that movie. I don't think you can make that show a like serious drama, and maybe that's what they're trying to do with it. You know what I mean?
So okay,
Jason,
I'm gonna get some hate here because I kind of if that's where I mean to an extent I think that they should do some seriousness to it because and here's why I say that because if you want the lightheartedness then what you just described if you want that you have this content view that this is something different this is live action we're not going to give you the same kiddiness that you got from the animation and put the exact same thing in this movie. I think it's supposed to be something different. I think it's supposed to have its own be grounded in its own reality, I guess, for lack of a better term, and have a. Go ahead.
I could definitely agree with that. That's how we got the first live action. They went all kiddie with it and all cheap, and then
exactly.
You got a million guys doing a dance to make one rock fly through the air.
So like I guess so. Here's my question: who's the audience for this live action show? For the series, is it the old fans who are now all grown adults and want to see their same characters in a more mature light, or is it like to bring in the new fans, the adults who watch the show, all their kids? Because like I feel like there's two. You have to have both.
I feel like the serious moments within the series can be amplified. You know what I mean?
Okay.
To make the Fire Nation seem scary.
Yeah.
Because that's what they were. They're
exactly
scary people that could create fire out of nothing.
Wait, are you talking about
people alive?
Were they not? Are you saying they weren't in the animated series, or they weren't in the live action remake?
In the animated series, they really made it PG. You know what I mean? I would like them to make it a little bit more for the adults. Not so PG, you know what I mean? Open it up a little bit, make it a little bit more darker. I'm not saying over sexualized, over gore, this thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But make it more serious. Make it, you know,
make the fire people be someone that should be feared.
Right.
Like
exactly.
They're a dominant force, and you don't want to, cross paths with these guys. I'm in agreement with that.
Right. Okay. I feel like they could hit it at a serious thing and still be accurate to the show. Series. Yeah, for sure they can.
Yeah. Hopefully they can pull it off. I mean, I'll when it comes out, I'll watch it and see, but maybe don't hold your breath for it.
Did you say last time we talked about this that they had like this like extreme budget or something?
Yeah, it's the biggest budget that Netflix has ever had.
That's going to a new movie with Ryan Gosling and Ryan Reynolds.
I don't know. That's what was on the article.
I'll look that up. But I think it's been topped if it has been. Because like Ryan Reynolds and Ryan Gosling got a new movie greenlit that is going to be $200 million or something like that. The budget was going to be $200 million. You have it on my dog?
Yeah.
He's like sad. Yeah, I'll go back to sleep. Go back to sleep, Django.
Sniffing
yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I think they'll have a good budget for it. People want it. That's the thing is like Netflix needs to get on board with giving people what they want, not trying to reinvent the wheel.
Hey, and they might do a good job. I'm not going to shut it down. But I think that was probably a bad decision to let those creators go. Hopefully they got some guys on the project that actually are fans of the story and don't want to change it up.
Let's not. Yeah. The budget's $150 million.
$150 million. I
think so. Well, it's saying in box office, which is weird. So maybe this is for the. That's for the movie. Don't listen to me. Anyway, I'll look.
I was gonna say it's not that big of a budget, but
yeah. But I was gonna say don't get it confused. Netflix didn't fire the creators. The creators
Oh, they
walked away.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Maybe they wanted to keep it kiddie, and that's why they left because you never know, right?
Yeah.
So at first glance, when I first hear it, my first impression is, oh, that's not good.
Right.
And we never know. It could work in our favor with them not being involved. I don't know.
Right. No, I'm gonna keep my mind open, but right now, I don't know. We will see.
Yeah.
We will see.
I'm excited though. I can't wait to see a better version of Appa and some tight earthbending. What the heck was that first movie, dude? That just irritates me so bad.
I love bringing this up just to see make it frustrating.
And then the fire. You just put out that fire drum, and then the Fire Nation ain't scary anymore because they ain't got no fire to bend. That was so inaccurate. Like,
what happened?
Well, okay, so in the original, in the first live action movie, they made it that the firebenders needed a fire source to be able to bend, but that's not.
Oh, that's not how it is. Yeah.
No. They could create fire from nothing. That's why they're so powerful. You could lock them in a cage, metal cage, whatever, and they could still produce fire.
Well, and even in the show, they're on a ship the whole time. There's no fire around them anywhere.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. They're on the ocean.
Yep. All the other nations have to have be around their source of element, except the Fire Nation. That's why they're so powerful.
Super powerful. OP. Hey, buff everybody else and nerf the Fire Nation. That's what they did.
Roll D20.
What? OD20?
Roll D20.
Oh, roll D20. Critical miss.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. There's been big news with Fortnite, guys. Did you hear about this? Fortnite has been removed from Apple and Google stores.
What?
Yeah. Because so basically Fortnite they put up an update that went against the terms and service of Apple and Google and had direct payment program set up. So when you're a publisher of a program, you have to, and you want to go through Apple or Google, you have to agree with the terms of service, and it says that Apple and Google get 30% of the cut of what your app brings in. That's a ton of money for especially Fortnite and stuff like that.
Heck yeah, that's heck of money.
So,
especially these games are pulling in millions of dollars.
Yeah. So what Fortnite did is they put out an update of the news. I think it was the newest season or something like that. And they did a direct payment. So it went against the 30% cut. And so Fortnite was receiving 100% of the cut for it. So Apple pulled them from their store, and then Google later did it. And so Fortnite has come out, and they're trying to start a mobile console war, and they're calling Apple and Google a duopoly in the mobile gaming world, saying that they hold all the shares and everything, and that it needs to be.
They are.
Yeah, Epic is saying that we need to fight against them as gamers, as mobile gamers. We need to fight against them.
That's kind of a bad decision on Epic's position, because
talk about David
Epic
versus
is
Goliath.
Such a small, such a small.
Yeah. No kidding.
And I mean, they only got a few Fortnite, Gears of War. They don't got
Gears.
many.
That's Xbox.
No, Epic Games does Gears.
Does it?
Yeah, Epic Games created Gears of War.
Okay.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
Look it up, dude.
I'll
Epic
look
Games.
it up.
He sounds pretty sure.
Yeah, I know. Just keep going. What you're saying. Though.
Anyways, what was I saying? I don't know what I was saying, dude. I don't even know what I was saying. What was I saying?
That it's a crazy idea to do that. To go
Because there's such a small company, and Google and Apple own everything. But what they're saying is true. They're a monopoly. 33%? Are you freaking kidding me?
Bullying people.
Yes.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And there's they own so. Everybody I know has an iPhone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Mick.
such a big. Yes.
I want to say this. I was wrong.
Yes, you were.
He's like, yes, you were. Yeah, Epic was developed by, or Gears was developed by Epic.
By Epic.
It was published by somebody else, but it was developed by Epic.
Yeah, Cliffy B
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah,
Was Cliff Blazinski was
Yep.
the guy that ran the original Gears of War. And this
Guy
part,
knows his
then he,
stuff.
yeah, dude,
Nick,
that was one of my best.
bringing out the game knowledge.
Yeah,
Loving the
dude,
knowledge.
it's one of my favorite games.
I like it.
All-time favorite games.
I like it.
Yeah, I was all up in that, dude. Anyways, yeah, I agree with what they're saying, and I feel that everybody should jump on this bandwagon and be all like, "Hey, Apple, stop being
Hell yeah,
Great.
I
and
commend them
lower
for
your
standing up to
percentage."
them. Heck yeah, dude. I hope more people stand behind him on that. I really do. No one's going to be able to match the caliber of those two for a very long time, but I think if there's ones that can be self-sustaining and kind of be around for a while to build, I think it'll help.
Dude, they're so powerful. They know what we're doing. They know when we're talking. They sell.
Crazy.
When we're sitting here talking about this on the podcast. We just talked about Gears of War. I'm about to get a Gears of War ad on my phone because Google was hearing and Apple was hearing. They in cahoots with each other, and they know the day.
Get it on your Facebook.
They know when I'm going to have another child, when it's a boy or a girl. They know everything. They're essentially the technological god of Earth. They are. They run stuff here.
Yeah. I personally have a vendetta against Apple too. I don't like them.
I know you don't gotta.
Yeah.
You got yourself an Android.
I do got myself an Android.
I like my Apple phone, dude. It's just so simple.
It is. It's so easy to use.
No viruses, no nothing. You ain't gotta worry about none of that stuff.
So here's the thing too. Microsoft is actually jumping on the bandwagon too. We talked about it last week with the xCloud, like the streaming service, being released on Google. The reason it's not on Apple is because they don't agree with the Apple's terms of service and getting 30% cut.
They got Microsoft.
Okay.
Yeah. So Microsoft is against it too. They said.
I thought you said Microsoft was joining the side with Apple and Google.
No, sorry. Microsoft is condemning Apple's app store policies.
There we go. We might have even war on our hands. Probably not, but. Google.
Well, you at least got a giant on your
but
side.
Here's the thing. If this thing turned out, I would 100% go to a mobile gaming service that was developed by actual game developers instead of cell phone companies. Because we all know that like the games put out I hate mobile games, but if I was getting mobile games that were like real games, which Fortnite, I've played it on mobile. It's exactly like playing.
Yes.
We played Modern Warfare on mobile when it came out. Like that was fun to play. You know what I mean? It's
so irritating at what mobile games are on your phone. They're so clickbaity freaking.
Yep. Oh, buy this ad.
Buy this. Or you got freaking 27 ads on a Tetris game. You can't even put a block down before you get an ad.
Another ad. I think it's cool. I'm on board. So
yeah,
I think
let them run this stuff.
If I can find a way to back them, I'm gonna back them.
I think there is a thing. It's called free Fortnite.
Yeah, so
I believe. Yeah,
I could care less about Fortnite. I would like more creators to be able to do their thing and make.
I stand by them for what
money.
they're doing. For them to have the courage to stand up to them like that, I support them for that reason.
Good job, Epic.
Good job, Epic.
You guys are crazy, but
yeah, you guys are kind of you're a little bit cuckoo.
I'm like, just take your 30%, dude. I'm still gonna be making this buku dollars over here.
I'm watching this thing. This kid is I destroyed an Apple iPad, so I wasn't a part. So I did my part in the Fortnite versus Apple free Fortnite thing. This kid destroys an iPad with a bat right now. It's cool, man.
$1,000 right there.
Yeah, it's like
I know. I'm like, okay,
I guess I got money.
Good for you. They still got your money, dog.
Yeah, you didn't prove much, but okay, more power to you. Yeah, man, that's cool. So, lots of news, lots of stuff going on in the gaming world right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. Gaming's where it's at right now. That's the only thing we got.
I know. Well, not quite. Jason, you shared a link with us earlier.
I shared a link.
Things may be changing.
Oh, yeah, AMC theaters.
Yeah.
They're opening some shows back up.
That's
I think
awesome.
About 100 of them. Right?
Yeah.
And then for opening day,
Yep.
to commemorate, their opening and for how long they've been, they're gonna do 15-cent tickets.
But popcorn's gonna be $50 a bucket.
No, it's gonna be $5. No, it's gonna be. I read the thing. They're taking prices back to 1940, 1920.
Yeah.
Because that's when AMC was created.
Yeah, so it's 100 years for them.
100 years, yeah.
That's cool.
Be $5 popcorn and 15-cent tickets. I'm down.
Just sneak your own food in, ladies and gentlemen.
You don't need to now. You can actually
I don't
buy.
even think. Do we got any AMC theaters out here? We just get United Artists.
They're little ones.
Somewhere.
They're little ones. I think some of the mall AMC, some of the mall
Century and United Artists.
UA and we got some Regals too.
Oh, Regals, that's right.
Oh yeah, maybe we don't have any AMC.
I don't think we got any AMC.
I think
at least nowhere near.
I'm for sure there's an AMC somewhere. I just can't think of where it's at.
Well, we'll have to go see.
Let me see. Talk amongst yourselves.
Talk amongst yourselves now. I'll sit here and talk to myself all day.
Don't do that. You can talk to.
Look at myself, talk to myself, and when I do myself, I'll talk to myself.
What?
I'm putting a beep over that.
Yeah.
Say that.
When I be myself, that's what I meant to say. Jeez, you guys go straight to the gutter.
No, you bring us into the gutter.
Oh
no, I'm ready to see some
funner over here.
I wanted to go on a date. I wanted to go on a date with my wife the other night, and we were like, "Hey, let's go on a date. What do you want to do?" And it was like, basically, all we can do is mini golf right now. Had to go.
That's a good idea.
Well, yeah, mini golf is fun. I'll go.
Hey, babe, if you're listening, let's go mini golfing.
Yeah. Well, you could just talk to her after you record the podcast.
I'll just talk to her right now.
You just trying to get more listeners onto the podcast?
Yeah.
Hey, just tell her like, "Hey, babe, I left you a message inside the podcast."
Yeah, I left you a message. It's right here, babe.
Go listen.
We're gonna go mini golfing.
This is how we communicate to our wives now.
It's COVID, dog. It's COVID.
Yeah, it's social distancing.
You have to create a podcast to talk to your significant other now.
Yeah. No, yeah, so we were like, because we heard that we have that studio movie girl, and they said they were open, and we called them and they were like, we're open, but we don't have any movies right now. We're like, what are you doing open then? He's like, we can come get food, and we have a bar.
Like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Tower Theater down on Broadway.
Yeah.
They're selling popcorn and food and stuff.
That'd be cool. I mean, is movie popcorn really that good?
Heck yeah, it's not good, dude.
Would you? But
well, yeah,
you like butter. Make movie popcorn though.
You can't simulate the butter.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
No, you
listen.
I have.
No matter what you do,
stop
you can't.
Stop it. You go buy one of those air popcorn makers. So you put the kernels in and like, and it makes the popcorn pops out.
Cooking in a pot.
No. Or in a pot. Yeah, that works. Okay. And then
I do it.
You take like a whole stick of butter, you put it in a coffee cup, stick it in the microwave.
Nope.
That's not how you do it.
What? How do you do it?
Nope.
That's not how you do it.
Oh, come on.
Because it's not. It's super oily based, right?
Yeah.
So what I do, and yes, I can simulate it. I'll make some, bring some to you, Jason. And
you better.
Hey, I want some too.
I've been craving it, dude. You got to go get some. Get the good oil, the avocado oil, right? Okay, so you pop your popcorn, right, in a pot. So you got just plain popcorn. Just get the kernels or whatever. You get that, pop it, put it in a big gallon Ziploc baggie, right? And you get avocado oil, and you drizzle that over the top of it. Then you put a little bit of salt. I like to put a little bit of garlic powder in there just because I like that little flavor in there. But
right.
You just put salt and that avocado oil in there. And you shake that shit up hella good. Tastes dead on theater popcorn. Dead on. It's just oil.
I gotta
salted
try
oil. That's what it
happen.
I can't say right now.
I'm telling you.
This portion of the Geek Retreat podcast is brought to you by Mixed Cooking.
Yeah, try it, dude. It's hella good.
Nice.
Dead on.
Thanks for your cooking tips, Mick. You're welcome, audience, for getting this.
Right.
Make your
You got
popcorn.
it here first.
Go rent Mulan, and you'll have your popcorn and movie.
Ooh,
With the healthy oil that
Mulan,
Hey,
huh?
Mick or Jason, I saw your eyes light up when I said that, but I want
Yes.
to get onto an ad read real fast before we get into that. Okay.
Yep.
So this episode of the Geek Retreat Podcast is sponsored by Audible. Audible.com is the leading provider of audiobooks with more than 180,000 downloadable titles across all types of literature, including fiction, nonfiction, and periodicals. Audiobooks are great to listen to while commuting back and forth to work. I do that all the time now. It's amazing. Doing chores around the house and while working out. Whenever you work out, however you work out. And for our listeners, Audible is offering a free 30-day trial. All you need to do is go to audibletrial.com/Geek Retreat and browse over 180,000 audio programs. Download a free title and start listening. It's that easy. A book that I would like to recommend to you is Ready Player One. I love Ready Player One. I've listened to it multiple times. It is a super good book. The movie was okay. The book is way better. I'm just going to say that. I've said it a million times. I'm going to continue to say it. That's the hill I'm going to die on. You can go listen to it. You're going to love it. You just head over to audible.com/Geek Retreat, audibletrial.com/Geek Retreat. Thank you for sponsoring this episode of the Geek Retreat Podcast. Audible.
Thank you. So
Thank
cool.
you.
You guys are so awesome.
Yeah.
Freaking awesome.
Anyways,
man.
back to avocado oil.
Avocado. You're going back to avocado oil? No, I want to move on to Jason. His eyes lit up when I said Mulan, so I want
Well,
to see what
yeah,
that was
because
about.
I'm looking forward to that. So they're giving it to us. So I'm just going to go ahead and take it, right? So what was it, September 4th? That's around the corner. Was it 4th?
Yeah, September 4th.
For $30. I'm going to jump on that, and I'm going to try mix old-fashioned popcorn recipe. And and we're going to try to make this thing happen, dude. My wife was really disappointed when it first got pulled from theaters because that was like her main thing that she wanted to see for 2020. That was her movie, and she wanted to see it. And so she was so excited, and it kept getting closer and closer, and she kept texting me dates saying, we're going, right? We're going, right? Did you get the tickets yet? And then but luckily I didn't get the tickets because it got pushed back. But, yeah, so we're going to watch that damn thing the second it comes out.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm excited. We try to watch movies with our
Friday.
kids, but they've been movies that are like they don't really want to watch and stuff. But this one, I'm excited for it.
You know, if you pre-order, you get a bottle of Szechuan sauce.
Pre-order with you?
What?
Nothing. I'm just trying to be funny.
If we pre-order our popcorn with Mick,
Szechuan.
is that sauce from McDonald's that was hard to get? Yeah. I want to taste it. I don't know what it tastes like, but I want to know what
It's
that.
hella good with them
From
chicken
McDonald's.
nuggets.
Mick,
chicken
are you trying to
nuggets.
do some like ASMR stuff right now? You're like,
you know.
all right, stop it. Stop it.
Don't tempt me.
That's funny. Hey, we got New Mutants news.
Oh, are they pushed back again, too?
No, they're not pushed back again. They're not.
That
We
freaking
got
movie has been in the making for like 5 years. That poor movie.
I know. But we got new rumors, new casting rumors. Rumor has it.
New Mutant? No, okay, wait. You're okay. So there's actually a movie called New Mutants that's already been cast and shot and post-produced already. So are you talking about
Oh, you're right.
mutant
I'm
film
talking
that's
about
new?
No. I'm talking about the MCU X-Men reboot,
Okay.
not the
We
new
gotta
movie.
specify because
I was confused.
yeah.
I'm a dum-dum, and I'm sorry. I'm talking about the MCU X-Men reboot. Okay.
Was
Gotcha.
it MCU?
Okay.
Yeah. So like X-Men has been announced that they're going to be a part of the MCU now. So they're like rebooting it to make it.
How are they tying them in? I know we talked about this in the last
Yeah,
podcast.
it was
Yeah.
A-pop, one of them, yeah.
One of them a couple weeks ago. But they've cast. Rumor has it that they're casting Shia LaBeouf as Iceman. Jason, you don't like it, Jason?
I know.
Why not?
Even Steven?
Even Stevens is gonna be Iceman. Good old Iceman.
Somebody at work is gonna hate me because he's a big Shia LaBeouf fan, but you know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
But yeah,
I'll ask you after the
no,
podcast.
I don't. Iceman.
Dude's kind of loony.
I think he was, but he's kind of coming back,
He's-
now, isn't he?
He's kind of he's making a comeback. He's been doing a lot of film festival circuits.
Yeah.
He's
Little
actually
tiny
wrote some stuff too. I did some work at the Sacramento Film Festival a couple of years ago, and he actually wrote a screenplay, and it won the film festival screenplay category. And he was on the video. He did a video call in, and they were talking to Shia LaBeouf. So it's actually pretty cool. But so yeah, he does a lot of writing and making his own kind of movies now, and I think I commend him for it. That's pretty good. But however, I think he's a good actor though. So I'm not.
No, he's an awesome actor.
I don't discredit him for that and his talent.
I heard he was a terrible person to be on set with, though.
That's what I heard too. I heard that as well. But speculation, I don't know. But yeah, I just first reaction to it, I don't see him as an Iceman. I don't know how he can play an Iceman.
Can I admit something? I don't know who Iceman is.
You don't know who Iceman is?
Yeah,
He turns his whole body into ice, so he can have like an ice thing around him, and he normally creates a sidewalk, if you will, of ice, so that he kind of slides on it and kind of glides up and down. You know what I mean? You ever seen that? Like goes
I think
so. Incredibles,
like Frozone.
Incredibles.
Yeah, kind of like Frozone. Yeah,
Like
yeah,
Frozone. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, so, like my X-Men
That's
knowledge.
hecka Jason. If Jason was a superhero, that's straight him. Doesn't he
Frozone
look
or
like? Bring up a
Iceman?
picture.
That's
of
not
that
the first
guy.
time I've heard that
A
either.
Frozone? Yeah, I'll put a picture up on the
Oh my
Facebook page of
goodness.
Jason and Frozone next to each other.
That should be
Oh
for,
my
for Halloween.
goodness.
Huh?
Jason,
Steven
can you
is-
just do, honey, where's my super suit?
Where's my suit?
Hey, who's the villain?
I gotta go.
Hey,
Who's
hey,
the villain in the
hey,
first one?
Hey,
Who's the
hold
villain
on,
in the first
hold
one?
on, don't go there.
That's Steven.
Don't go there.
The guy with the
We're
red
talking
hair.
about the dude. What's his name?
Oh no!
Go home, Bobby. If everyone's super, then nobody's super. You sly dog. You caught me monologuing. All right. Yeah. So like my knowledge of X-Men is from like the animated show, and then and the animated movie. I don't know. That was a long time ago, man.
Movie.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
animated
So
movie.
I have a like animated movie stuck in my head. It was like all the X-Men, and they're in a mall, and it was like a movie. I remember watching it like multiple times. I have to find that. And they're like in a mall, and I remember like Cyclops is not supposed to take his glasses off, but he does, and he like slashes through a car, and like Gambit's out there throwing cards at people.
Oh, wow. What? I never
What?
heard of this. How do I never heard of this? That's crazy. You say you don't know what it's called?
Maybe it.
But when was it made?
Oh, dude, it was
Super old?
super old.
Hecka
Super old. It might not be a movie. I just get in TV series. So maybe it was the trailer of. Maybe it was the opening credits of the TV series that I remember.
It was hecka oh.
I'll have to look it up. But like so, and then like
Yeah,
some of the Wolverine stuff. I don't remember exactly like which episode that specific thing happened in the Wolverine saga, but I remember watching the Wolverine stuff. So I just don't know who Iceman is. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like on a redemption path to my geekness, I think.
You're on a redemption path?
Yeah, I'm on my story arc is starting to change again.
Uh-oh.
Because I suffocated it so much when I was in high school, and like when I was in my early youth, I suffocated it. And now I'm like, you know what? I'm an adult. This is what I actually like. I'm gonna go back and rewatch all this stuff, but I'm like way behind the curve on all kinds of things. So I guess sticking with comics, DC FanDome is coming up. FanDome is coming up.
Yeah. So next Saturday.
What is DC FanDome for the?
So man, you
Explain. No. Hey.
So
Explain it to the audience who may not know. Okay.
Okay.
We're asking for what is it? Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. So DC FanDome is a virtual. Think of it as a virtual Comic-Con. So it's the things that you'll be able to get at a Comic-Con, you'll be able to get in this FanDome. So there's like a merchandise store. There's like these other next stuff that area that you can go to, but it's like all virtual and digital. And but they have so like how Comic-Con has the Hall H room. DC FanDome has what's called the Hall of Heroes. So that's where all your big announcements, all your big panels and stuff are going to be. And then on Saturday, that's what's going to be going on. It's going to be in the Hall of Heroes, and they're going to have panels for Wonder Woman. They're going to have panels for the Flash. They're going to have panels for Black Adam. They're going to have panels for Suicide Squad. For pretty much anything that you know of about DC, there's going to be a panel for it on Saturday. Yeah, and so I think it's like an 8-hour get down from like starting at 1:00. So from like
I looked at it and
that's Eastern Standard Time or Pacific, but
you can build your schedule. You can go in and like build your own schedule and get reminders of when things are happening. And so the very first one is the Wonder Woman panel.
Right. Which I'm going to be all over that because
I'll watch it.
You know what I'm saying?
Buddy.
Bet it ain't me. I bet.
No, that's cool, man. I like. It'll be nice. I think it'll be really fun to get back to the feel of like a Comic-Con or
The great thing about that, I think, is because we'll find out how it works because this is going to be the first big event.
Yeah.
But Hall H, has its maximum capacity, so this, with it being virtual, it should be seamlessly available to anyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you should be able to watch it no matter what. And what I heard as well, the event is going to repeat 2 times or something like that. So if you missed the live event, you can go back in because DC FanDome is supposed to run 24 hours. Now the Hall of Heroes or the announcements are not going to always be live. There's not going to always be something there, but you can always go to the store. You can always go to previous information. You can always go and just kind of explore the FanDome as a whole, 24 hours a day. But like I said, the events itself is supposed to play live, and then it's supposed to repeat twice, so you can still watch it if you missed it. So I think that's pretty cool because normally at Comic-Con, if something happens, you missed it. You missed it.
Yeah,
and it doesn't get leaked out normally, so you don't get a chance to see what was shown. And so I think this is great. I think this is going to be an awesome way for DC fans to get their information about what's going on, and I think this is great.
I don't know if you've ever RTX. That's like the only con that I've ever like really paid attention to, and that's out of the Rooster Teeth family. They've always done it to where like they record it and then they put it up on their website after. And so if you miss it, it's just up there for you to go watch it. And they let people openly like record it and put it up on YouTube and stuff like that. So that'll be nice. Cause like I on a Saturday, I'm not going to be able to like sit down all day and watch it, but I'll do my best. But I'll try to watch it. I'll see what's going on.
And that's like the beauty of it though. So you don't have to, if you can't catch it live, you probably stay up a little bit later and watch the repeat of it.
Yep.
And what's interesting, which I'm holding my breath on,
because
there's a panel on there that is unnamed. It's like a mystery panel.
Ooh, what are your speculations?
I'm hoping it's going to be a Superman announcement.
What Superman announcement?
Well, the fact that they're going to go ahead and say that, okay, Henry Cavill is still our Superman. And then they're going to say, he is going to be, because actually, I believe it's right after the Black Adam panel.
Okay.
So I think that if
I'm trying to pull up the panels right now.
And because if they announce in Black Adam that Superman, because speculation is with the Superman thing is, if they bring Cavill back, they're not going to give him his home movie right off the gate. They're gonna test him out, I guess, so to speak, in other movies as cameos first. So, what better movie to cameo him in than Black Adam? So because Black Adam typically, their Superman usually in those storylines sometimes because he's so dang strong and stuff that they need Superman's help. But
Gotcha.
that would be perfect. So if they announce there's going to be a cameo in that movie, and then bam, the next panel is, hey, we're bringing Superman back, and yes, he is going to be in Black Adam, and he's also going to be in this, and blah blah blah. Because also the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. So I was just reading.
Suicide Squad is supposed to be the death of Justice League or something like that, or not death of Justice League. What is it called? Like they're going.
It just says Suicide Squad panel.
That's what it says. I thought it was something supposed to be like. I thought they were hinting that the Suicide Squad was going to try to go up against the Justice League.
That'd be so cool. I'm so down for that. I think that'd be such an awesome mashup if they can pull it off.
I don't know. Superman could whip all their butts.
Well, no, duh.
Yeah.
It's no fight. It's not even a fight.
Oh, okay. So, Jason, there is one. Okay. So from the Black Adam panel, it goes into some CNN real life heroes. That's from the age of coronavirus. And then a to be announced panel at 3:50 p.m.
Right.
And then
also there's also, I'm not sure if you see that on there, but Chris Daughtry has a live performance, or I don't know if it's live performance, but he has a performance that he's going to be singing his song "Waiting for Superman." So all the signs are there.
So, yeah.
All the signs are there.
It's at 1:30. He'll be singing,
Yeah,
and then it goes to be announced. It's a to be announced panel. And then Aquaman ask Harley Quinn, Wonder Woman, tomorrow's superheroes, Shazam, Wonder Woman 1984, and then Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League.
Kill the Justice. There you go.
That's at 5.
Hey, I thought Wonder Woman was first.
There, yeah. So like, there it is first. It says Wonder Woman 1984 panel, and then down here at like 4:45, Wonder Woman 1984. The Wonder Woman 84 cast play. Oh, they play Werewolf 19. So they're gonna probably do some like tabletop game.
Oh, okay.
So the cast will play a game, and then the Kill the Squad, and then they have a Wonder Woman panel encore after that.
I'm so excited about that too, because I hope this. I don't know if I want to see it yet, but I want to see it.
Man,
I wonder if they're going to show some cheetah footage.
This thing really goes 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then if you miss it, so if you miss the first Suicide Squad at like 5:00, they have another one Sunday at 9:20. The encore of that.
Oh, okay.
That's cool, man. I'm excited.
So it's not just like on a loop. It has its own time schedule.
Yeah, they have a schedule for it, but you can go in. It's really cool. I'll put a link in the description for, the schedule maker. And so you can go and make your schedules, do your thing. I'm excited. I'll be watching it.
Heck yeah, dude. I'm all over that.
Yeah.
Like white on rice.
Ooh, like white on rice. I like it. Well, boys, I think it might be time to call this thing a night, a day, a morning, whatever. Wrap up the show. If you're still with us, I just want to thank you for taking part in this. We appreciate it. We appreciate you listening. Leave a like and a follow for us on whatever social media platform you want to. If you go to YouTube, you can see our handles in the video and watch us and subscribe to that channel. You can listen to us on any of your favorite streaming services: Apple, iTunes, Google, Spotify. And go hang out with us on Facebook. We're on Facebook. We have a group over there. We like to interact and talk about the news we find, like we spoke a lot about today, and share funny memes and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, so we appreciate you guys and your listenership, and share us. Word of mouth is way bigger than any of the advertisement that we get and do. So we just appreciate you guys spending time with us. We hope your week I hope you're having a good week, and we will catch you guys on the next episode. Again, my name is Steven. That's Mick, and that's Jason, and we are the Geek Retreat. And hey, let your geek out.